Hey guys, Courtney B from the Pulp of Wood here, and today is our 4th day for our paper to bead challenge, and that was day 1. This is day 2, paper. This was day 3, and look at day 4. Love this color. Absolutely love this one. So, going to tear that out. And I'm going to get this book out of the way. I think that I will make, let's see. I think I'll make 1-inch double bicone beads out of this, is what I will do. So, oh, you know what? I don't have my pencil, y'all. Oh, got one right here. Never mind. All right, so we are going to go every inch. If you guys are new to paper beads or new to my channel, then I'm just going to show y'all how to do these, how to measure them out. So if you're doing 1-inch beads, whether it be tube beads or bicone beads, you just take your ruler and you measure out every inch at the top, go down to the bottom, measure out every inch. Sorry if you guys hear my doggos eating their dinner in the background. They're noisy. So I measured every 1 inch on the bottom, and then I'm going to flip it to the side. And like I said in my previous videos, I'm right-handed, so for some reason it just feels right to start on this side. So you take your ruler, right or left, doesn't matter where you start, but I'm going to start on my right, and I put it towards the corner on one end of the ruler. And then, Bertus, you noisy butt, I put it on the mark, the 1-inch mark, the first 1-inch mark on the left. And then you just make a triangle. Just make a line, and that makes a triangle. Then you move your ruler from this corner to the first line on the right. Go to this corner, make a line. If you guys are not new to paper beads or not new to my channel, then you already know this step. But I just always like to go over it again, you know, for people who maybe just stumble upon my video and, you know, they don't know anything about paper beads, or they don't know much about paper beads, or, you know, whatever. So, here's what we're doing. Guys, listen to my dogs in the background. I don't know if you can hear them. They just tromp through this house like they own it. Brutus, if you're gonna lay in here, you don't need to be making no noises, and quit scratching, buddy. Listen at him. Brutus! He got a flea pill. He has no fleas. Why is he scratching? Lay down, Booty. Brutus! You're noisy, buddy. He's a Great Dane. So he is 180 or 90 pounds now. And he is massive. And he is very noisy. When he breathes, he's noisy when he eats. He's noisy when he walks through the house, y'all. Oh boy. But anyways, back to my paper beads here. So I got those measured out. I mean, yeah, measured and drawn on there. So again, if you're new, this is what they should look like. And you just cut the triangles out. If I can figure out how to speed up the video through this part, then I will. But if I can't, I apologize if it's super boring. But it is what it is, y'all. In fact, I may not even cut all these out, because the whole point of the video is just to show you guys how to do this and to see what the beads look like when they're done. Unless you guys like to watch me cut paper out. Some people like that stuff, I'm telling you. I don't mind watching people cut paper, but it's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. Leave it in the comments below. Do you guys want me to always skip this step and have them pre-cut? Or do you like for me to show you guys how to measure them out and cut them? Comment on my video, y'all. Well, for today, I'm just gonna go ahead and only do half of it. So, since I'm making the double bicone beads, this is how I do mine. I'm sure there's probably different methods and ways of doing them, but this is how I do mine. So I take my triangle and I cut, and for me it's easier if I turn it to the pretty side up because I can see it better for some reason whenever you're going to cut the middle here. I just take it and I start at the bottom here. I hope you guys can see. Brutus, go lay down, please. I hope I'm getting it in the camera here good enough, which I'm not. I'm trying to get an angle where y'all can see. Anyhow, you cut the paper in the middle. Once I get it cut, I'll show y'all. Then you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, you just cut the strip right down the middle. Start at the very bottom, and then you just cut right up the middle. And you go to about maybe, you know, this much at the top, you know, however you want to do it. So then today I'm using one of my new paper bead rollers that I'm getting ready to list in my Etsy shop. It's part of my fall collection. I don't like to list all mine at the same exact time, so I've listed 2 paper bead rollers, and over this last week 2 paper bead rollers and then 2 sets of paper bead strips that I already have pre-cut. So anyhow, I have those listed, and this week I'm going to be listing this one. It's just a camouflage paper bead roller. I've never made a camouflage paper bead roller before, so anyhow, and if you're new to my channel, this is what they look like on the side. They have slotted sides so that you can put your paper bead strip all the way through the slotted side. I may have to bend this one today since it's new. This is the ones that I have that are already made. I do not have to bend, but these are brand new, so I try to bend these like this before I ship them so that you can slide the paper in and out really easily, even though it's brand new. So this is how it should look on the side. And when I'm making my double Bicone beads, I like to start, whoops, that one already slid off there. When I'm making my double Bicone beads, I like to start with my top one first and roll the top one first. So looks kind of silly flopping around like that, but this is what it's looking like. And then I, of course, did not open my glue before I started. Guys, look at these new brushes I got. Ha, love them. I got them at Dollar Tree. They were actually makeup brushes. But I like the ones that have the little curve to them. I don't know why. It's more satisfying. So, anyhow, this is how you make the double bicone. And then once you get that one glued, you just start in on the second one, just like the top one, the bottom one. Guys, these turned out so nice. I love these. I need to make more of these for my shop. I don't even know if I have any double bicones listed in my shop. I think I might, but I'm not sure. And they should just slide right off of the paper bead roller. And this is how they look. This is how they turned out. Pretty nice. I like it. So here we go with the second one. Just cut it down the middle, and you can pre-cut all these before you start rolling, but for video's sake, I'm just rolling as I go, cutting as I go. One piece of advice though, if you're going to make these, is don't cut the strip up way too far, because if you do, then it'll just make them really weak in between, because right here is where they're connected, which is right here, the very top. So you don't want them to be, I'm not even in the camera. Sorry guys. Right here is where they're connected, obviously. So you do not want them to be too weak. And they will be weak, and they will not be, you know, sturdy together if you do not, I mean, if you cut too much, if you cut it up too far up there. So, just a little tidbit of information for you there. Guys, it's really weird to have the paper flopping around when you're making the first bead, but I love how these beads are turning out. They're so awesome. This print. This is a pretty print. And then I start in on my second one here. So yeah, that's how it looks. That one turned out nice. And then you just slide it off there. And that's how they are. These turned out really nice, guys. Can y'all hear my fly now in the background? If it's not my dogs, it's a fly. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I had someone tell me my music was too loud in my background and it was drowning me out, so I'm trying not to put music over my videos anymore. But it's kind of nice sometimes because then you don't hear my dogs panting in the background and you don't hear flies flying around my craft room. I'm new to video making, new to editing videos, all that kind of stuff. So if it's not quite perfect, I apologize. But hopefully I'll get better with time. These are nice. And guys, if you make these into a necklace or something, I mean, obviously, if you want the if you want the half-inch bicone bead look, but you, I don't know, you don't want to make that many, you don't want to roll that many, but you're going to make it into a necklace or something like that, then these are perfect because you could just, you know, this is what they look like. Looks like 4 beads. Stack them on top of each other for a necklace or whatever. I guess technically you're still doing the same amount of work because you're still having to roll both sides, but guess it just all depends on if you want to cut out, how you want to cut it out. You want to cut out half-inch bicone beads, you know, because out of this size paper that I'm using today, you get 48. So you get 48 double bicone, you get 48 half-inch either tube or bicone beads. But if you're going to make bicone beads, well, you could do tube beads like this too. But if you get 48 out of one sheet of paper. So do you like to cut them a half-inch? Do you like to cut out 48 times? You know, half-inch triangles, or do you want to cut out 1-inch triangles and just cut a slit up the middle? Whichever is easier for you guys. And I guess just all depends on how you're going to use it in jewelry. Or scrapbooking or journaling, whatever you guys want to use them for. Because you can use them for anything like that. Or like the other day I was saying, you could string them on a little piece of jute and put them on a Christmas package or a birthday package or something like that. Or if you guys make your own greeting cards, you can add them to greeting cards. The possibilities are endless. That's why I love paper beads. They're so versatile. You could just use them for so many different things. I absolutely love paper beads. I got enough glue on my desk. I'm trying to take care of my desk, guys. It's a cheap desk. It was only $55, I think, up at Walmart, so it's a pretty cheap desk. But it's nice and it's white, and I like that for my videos and everything. But I have a habit of not cleaning the glue off of stuff, guys. I won't clean the glue off of my little lap desk that I got sitting over there, and I gotta wait till it dries, and then I gotta peel it off, and it's such a pain in the butt, but I still do it, just like my brushes. You guys see my videos before, you know I don't clean my brushes that often. Not until I want to use them again, and then I gotta put sanitizer on them, and I gotta peel them. But that's just who I am, and I will probably never change. But I am trying to keep this desk clean, though. I'm trying to keep the glue wiped off of this whenever I do videos and stuff, because this is pretty much the only time I set up my desk is when I do videos. Whoops. Slid out there. But yeah, that's the only time I ever sit at this desk. My husband's like, why do you even have a desk? Why did you even get a desk if you sit in your recliner all the time? I said, I sit in my recliner to relax and, you know, do my orders and do my creations and, you know, write my planner and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm going to make videos, it looks a lot better. And I've made videos sitting in my recliner, and you guys probably seen them. So I think it looks much better if I'm sitting at my desk doing videos. When I'm going to do videos like this to show you guys how to do stuff, it's just easier to see on a plain white desk. Oh, these flies are driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy, guys. And y'all, all these beads, I never told you guys, but all these beads that I'm making for my paper bead challenge, I'm actually going to have them listed in my Etsy shop. Since I'm already making them, I might as well list them in my Etsy shop because it's almost fall, and yeah, I just thought that I would list them. I love to make paper beads, but, and you guys seen, if you've seen my previous video, you know that I have a stash that I use, you know, that I have for my personal use when I make jewelry and stuff like that. But the only time I ever make jewelry is whenever I do craft shows, like Christmas craft shows, and there's a summer craft show that I like to do. But I like to make the paper beads more than I like to make things with the paper beads, if that makes sense. That's why I have an Etsy shop with supplies. I used to actually have another Etsy shop that actually had my jewelry along with my pulpwood shop, and my shop before was called Bohemian Frippery, and I had all my jewelry in that shop, and it probably would have done okay. It was in the early stages of me having the pulpwood, so I didn't know a whole lot about selling on Etsy or anything, but I made a few sales in that shop and stuff, but I just couldn't focus my time on both of the shops. And I mean, I'm just being completely honest, I like to make the beads better than I like to make jewelry with the beads. I mean, sometimes I'll get into a mood where I'll just want to sit there and make a bunch of jewelry out of the beads that I make. Or one of my girls will say, hey, can you make me this? Or, you know, can you make me that out of the beads that you have? But for the most part, I just like to make the beads. So, I think that's gonna do it for today as far as the beads go, because I made a little handful here. This is how they look. Nice fall colors, burgundy and blue. I think they turned out really good. So there's your double Bicone paper bead. So anyhow, that's it for today, y'all. And if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, then I've got some other ideas, not just paper beads, but other things that I do with paper. and such that I think I'm going to make videos on. And if you guys want to join my public Facebook group with like-minded people like yourselves who like paper and paper crafts and stuff, paper beads, I'm going to have that link down below in the description, and it's called Paper Beads Galore. And if you guys are interested in just not making the beads and buying the beads, or the paper bead rollers, you know, to make the beads, if you like mine, then I'm going to have my Etsy shop, The Pulp of Wood, listed in the description below. So, and you can also follow me on Instagram. So, there's my spiel for the day, and there's my beads for the day. Day 4, paper bead challenge. So, yeah, I guess I will see you guys for day 5. Bye.